And my name is Bheng of Adventure Pilipinas.
At ako naman si Yob ng Yob TV. Gin Bulag po ng Bikers Road 101. At ito ang The Big Show! Bulag po ng Bikers Road 101 at puntahan po natin si Bheng sa kanyang report.
After the Marlboro Hills trekking, I decided to have lunch here at the yogurt house. Its design and concept is very nostalgic. This will be my very first time to eat here. I went upstairs so I can enjoy the view while eating.
Hello mga kabihis. Well, dito tayo sa yogurt house mag-lunch. So, first time ko kumain dito. Tingnan natin ko ako yung food. Kasi sarap daw yung yogurt dito. I ordered a yogurt bowl and pasta. So, hintayin natin.
This pasta does not only look good, but it also tastes great. Now comes what I was here for, their famous yogurt.
So the yogurt has bananas, strawberry, and forgot. Mostly bananas. Oh, granola.
I will definitely come back here.
Alright, Bheng of Adventure Pilipinas ulit na pupunta tayo ngayon sa Sagada cellar door. Alam ko nag-open sila ng 5 p.m. up to 9 p.m. So, pupunta tayo doon. We're going to check out the locally brewed beers. Alright? Lamig, kalimutan ko mag-jacket. Isa sa mga pagkakamali na mag-ride sa Sagada yung walang jacket paggabi. Anyway, andito tayo ngayon sa Sagada cellar door. Open sila ng 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So, let's check it out, guys.
It's still a 5 minutes climb from the main road. This is the only establishment here. The main attraction is the bar outside. You can even set a bonfire in front of it. Now let me show you why they call this the cellar door. On the main house is the cellar wine door at the basement. Here's their showcase of different brews of beer they make. Alright mga kabigi, dito tayo ngayon guys sa Sagada cellar door. Kita nyo naman, napaka-cozy ng lugar. Yung ambience talagang tahimik na bar, no? Ang ganda-ganda. Well, the Sagada cellar door makes or brews, no, their own beers. Talagang locally brew ng mga beers. Ang gamit nila yung mga local na mga ingredients. So talagang original. Okay? Now, yung menu kanina nakita nyo, pero I tried the Violet Ale as recommended by the owner. Medyo busy yung owner kasi biglaan tayo eh. Wala akong isunod na appointment, so di natin siya may interview. Anyway, he recommended this Violet Ale as a starters. Okay, hindi naman tayo masyadong iinom kasi nakamotor tayo eh. After drinking this, magpapahinga tayo. Alam niyo naman, alcohol and motorcycle doesn't mix. Okay? So, what we have here is the Violet Ale, locally brew beer. And I ordered some sausages. So, we are going to try this, guys. It is important for you to know that they only serve beers and sausages. And a minimum 250 pesos order. These are the best sausages I've tasted. And of course, the beer tastes great as well. Alright, so tapusin ko muna ito guys. And babalikan ako kayo mamaya, okay? So this is Bheng again of Adventure Pilipinas. I'll see you on the next segment.
Ginbulag mo ng Bikers World 101, puntahan natin si Yob para sa kanyang report.
Let us join Yob as he takes a peek on the new continuous improvement initiative of Angkas in terms of leveling up the training and skills of their riders.
Okay, George, we see that you're doing some training here today. Can you tell us about this training that you're doing and what the reason is for this training?
This training is, we're trying out this company from the US. So they're the ones that handle the safety training for motorcycles and try to get a license in the state of California and Pennsylvania. They also handle training for the US Marine Corps. So we wanted to upgrade the basic knowledge and advanced skill set of our trainers so that they may be able to be better trainers for the bikers. So this is a kick-off of a series of initiatives that we'll be doing to be able to improve our first way of detecting good and bad bikers from the time of the application, and also create an ongoing training facility for all our bikers even after training. So the most important thing is to always be able to practice. So we will be developing this curriculum with them, and hopefully we get to really focus on making sure that the passenger has the highest quality biker in the country.
That is a very commendable purpose there. And how long do we see before we improve the skills and safety of our drivers? We all understand that you're already with an impeccable record. So we're still changing and upgrading at this point. So what is the timetable for this achievement?
I think training is ongoing. There's a saying in biking industry, right? It's not, do you really have 10 years experience or 1 year of experience that you do over 10 years, over and over again? So the idea is to always see what new technology is out there, what new riding techniques was developed. I think this is something that we're continually developing. Right now, we already have the trainers program, which we've had all of our trainers trained, and it's just really expanding the curriculum. Maybe in a couple of months, we'll be able to develop that academy that what Angkas is trying to do, and really open this up to bikers and make sure that their skill set is keeps on getting better and better. Despite being an Angkas biker already, it doesn't stop there.
You mentioned something about an academy. So is this Angkas moving forward to greater heights?
I think what saved us from a lot of what allowed government to really trust us in the beginning was they saw the way we developed our training and how serious we were in making sure that the biker knew what they were doing and how the biker was going to be going to have a high level safety standard when they're conducting their transportation services to the customers. So whether it's our academy, it's in-house, or it's something that we expand to other people, training is always at the core of Angkas, and we plan to keep on developing that, improving that for everyone.
Thank you very much, George. More power, and we see good things for Angkas.
Salamat.
Too fast.
Next time, more acceleration sooner, and then focus the last 3/4 of the turn on rolling off as smooth as possible. It's really hard to tell because it's so stiff already. It's already compressed a bit too. But go for it, man. Good job.
Yeah, this was preloaded.
Perfect. You nailed it. Go
Thank
park,
you.
okay?
Thank you.
Next time, lean it over a little bit more. Also, for these, I want you to go inside of the green cones and do the loops inside of that next time. Go for it.
Pucha, sa loob daw ng green. We have here Lee Parks from Total Control USA. Lee, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and Total Control?
Sure, I've been riding since I was 12 years old. I've been racing since I was 14. I actually won a national road racing championship back in 2001. Also written a couple of best-selling books. One is called Total Control. The other is called Race Tech's Motorcycle Suspension Bible. And really the books and the course that we taught on here and that we teach all over the country is based on the years that I spent as a magazine editor, where I started getting a lot of requests from our readers saying, hey, you know, I took my beginner training, maybe they took a second level of training, they said, I don't want to go racing and I don't want to become a motor cop, what else is there? And at that time, nothing really existed. So we created our advanced riding clinic, which we actually did on Friday. We're going to do another one tomorrow over here. And then that advanced level of training later turned into a intermediate level of training, which is what we did today, which some of the states in the U.S. use for licensing for people who know how to ride but are not licensed for whatever reason, or just good refresher training for people who have been riding for years or coming back. And in 2015, we got involved in beginner training. And since then, we got the contracts to manage the California Motorcycle Safety Program and the Pennsylvania Motorcycle Safety Program. And between those two, we do about 75,000 students a year just between those two states alone. Plus, we have operations in quite a few others. So it's pretty exciting to be able to have training available for people as their first time to learn how to ride, all the way up through racetrack training and everything in between. But it's just something that I'm very passionate about. Like I said, I've been riding since I was a little kid. And we've got a fantastic team, really kind of the best of the best from all over the country that we pulled in together, some of which we brought with us here for our first trip to the Philippines.
So you mentioned it's your first trip to the Philippines. What brought you here, and what began the Total Control School here in the Philippines?
So Angkas had actually contacted us saying that they had read some good things about us, heard some good things, and because safety is their number one priority, they said, look, we want to bring out the best, and we want to make sure that we're providing our bikers with the best training possible. And so we just want to sort of explore what's out there, what that may look like, and see what we can put together to help make ourselves even safer than we already are. And it was interesting. I was going to be taking a holiday with my girlfriend. We were actually going to go to South Africa, and when the call from the Philippines came in, I said, hey, change of plans, we're going to do it in the Philippines. If we're going to go out there and teach, all the better. It's been on the bucket list for a while anyway, so why not do it now?
So you've had 3 days of training now with the Filipinos. So how do you find the people, the culture, and the way they absorb what you teach?
So the first group that we had on Thursday and Friday were also the motorcycle trainers for the company. They were outstanding students, and but of course these are the hand-picked guys that have already been teaching thousands of different students, and so they were a fantastic group. Really excited with how quick they progressed. Today was really interesting because I think virtually all of the students today had never had any training of any kind. Not just advanced training, they never even had beginner training. I don't know if they learned from a friend or a relative or whatever it was. So this was really their first time of getting formalized training. And the one thing I will say is their attitudes were fantastic. They soaked them up like sponges. They kept wanting more. We had to kick them off the exercises each time they wanted to keep practicing. And I think that's because they've never had an opportunity to actually do, like I said, really formalized training. And as you start getting better and better, it gets very addictive, just like motorcycle riding does. You just want to do it more and more. So, but I think both from people that we interact with in the U.S. as well as we travel abroad, I think Filipinos are kind of known in general as one of the most sort of friendly, hospitable people. And we were joking, whenever we go on a cruise anywhere, at least half the ship is Filipino. And they won't even hire you for a lot of jobs if you're not Filipino. So one is, I think it's a very customer-centric culture. The other is obviously they've got lots of culinary skills, as we're just starting to enjoy, and just really enjoying serving other people. So yeah, no, we're having a blast. We're looking forward to tomorrow will be our last day of training, and then we're taking another 7 days just on vacation, visit some of the beaches, and see some of the great sights that the Philippines has to offer.
Looks like you're having a great time here. And do we see total control coming to the Philippines on a permanent basis?
Yeah, that is definitely our goal. Now that I see that we have some sort of infrastructure here, we do have some really talented riders, and I think just as important, we have so many sort of dangerous situations on the street here between all the traffic and everything else that I can't think of a place that there's more of a need for our training, and I can't think of a group of people that are going to be more open to it, at least on the Angkas side. So I'm hoping that we can do for the country of the Philippines the same thing Angkas has done for its riders and its employees, and that is create what in the U.S. we call a culture of safety. And that's where people really take pride in always looking out to make sure things are as safe as possible. Some of us ride because we love it, other people ride just for a job. Some people are riders because they just need to get through town and so forth. And I think once everybody sort of gets on board, including the government here, that there's just really no limit to, I think, what we can accomplish here. And hopefully we could use the Philippines as sort of the great Southeast Asia experiment. And once we can get the business model figured out, figure out how we can really effectively help reduce crashes and injuries and fatalities, we can hopefully have that spread all across the continent.
All right. Thank you very much, Lee. We are very proud and happy to have you here, and we'll see you soon.
All right, my pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
At yan po ang episode natin this week. My name is Bheng of Adventure Pilipinas.
Ako naman, si Yob ng Yob TV. At ako po si Jin Bulag ng Bikers World 101. Kita-kita po next week. Ito ang